In a museum in New York City, 30 tattooed human heads sit behind glass, preserved, staring, silent, but their story is anything but. These are Mokomokai, sacred heads of Maori warriors. How did they get here? And why were they traded like currency? For the Maori people of New Zealand, Moko, the traditional facial tattoos, were more than decoration. They were identity, rank, genealogy. When a high-ranking Maori died, their entire head would be preserved as a mark of respect. The process was sacred. The eyes and brain removed, the orifices sealed with flax and gum, the skin boiled, smoked, dried, and treated with shark oil. These preserved heads, Mokomokai, were kept in ornately carved boxes and brought out for rituals. They were not trophies, they were ancestors. But when European explorers arrived in the 1800s, everything changed. To them, the Mokomokai were exotic, macabre, and collectible. They offered muskets in exchange. And Maori tribes, eager for firepower, began trading heads for guns. It wasn't long before some tribes started raiding neighbors, tattooing slaves or prisoners, and creating fake Moko just to meet the demand. Mokomokai became a grotesque currency in a violent economy. One man became obsessed with them, Major General Horatio Gordon Robley, a British Army officer stationed in New Zealand during the land wars of the 1860s. Robley wasn't just a soldier. He was an artist. He sketched Maori tattoos extensively, even published a book on the subject. But soon, fascination became collection. He acquired 35 Mokomokai through trade. When he offered to return them to New Zealand, the government declined. So, in the 1890s, Robley sold the collection to the American Museum of Natural History for £1,250. Today, those heads remain thousands of miles from home, behind glass, watched by millions. But their presence forces us to ask hard questions. What happens when sacred culture is turned into a commodity? What is our responsibility now? In recent decades, efforts have begun to return Mokomokai to their rightful tribes, a process known as repatriation. It's slow, painful, but necessary, because these aren't just artifacts, they're ancestors. Behind every preserved face is a story, of pride, of pain, of a people whose culture was nearly erased, and who are now reclaiming it. Thank you for watching. Bell subscribe for more hidden histories. Thumbs up like if you learned something new. Speech balloon drop your thoughts below. Should museums return artifacts like this?